Hey YouTube, Beat It from the Bedroom here, you guitar junkie. Here to demonstrate and give a quick review on this Harley Benton T-style Telecaster. It's got a beautiful quilted maple top veneer or cap, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful bindings all the way around, even in the F-holes. Painted black on the inside, which I think every guitar that's got a semi-hollow body F-hole should be painted black on the inside. It just brings it out better. String through design, three-piece back. It looks like a Canadian maple neck. You've got your basic generic tuners. Their Harley Benton decal on the headstock. Now, getting down to the best part of it. 22 nickel frets on an amaranth fingerboard. Now, I've looked this up. This is the Purple Heart wood that has been used in other guitars. The first time I've seen it was Ibanez. And they're using it now because it's a much harder wood, and although it looks ebony because it's got a dark ebony look to it, it still gives you that brown sound from a rosewood fingerboard, a darker tone and a nicer tone than ebony, which will be a brighter tone, as I said before. So you would have your brown sound telly out of this guitar, although it's very similar to ebony, the fingerboard, but the qualities are the specs, I should say, are different. Abalone inlays, which look like shells on the inside. It kind of shimmer, just like the quilted maple shimmers as you move it, which I think is just eye-catching. Three-way, and yes, I adjusted it to go this way, along with the volume and tone. No toggle, no switching, I should say. No coil tapping. And satin maple neck, which I'll probably use my gun stock oil, not oil, wax on it. And it looks super cool. You can see the wires in there just a little bit. Okay, and just move them out of the way. Look at that. Bam. Done. These are Roswell or Roswell, however you want to pronounce them. P90 pickups. Now, these pickups sound amazing. I just had to bring them down just a little bit. They have a bit of an arch to them where it goes like this. But they sound really good. They sound amazing clean. This would probably be the best sounding clean guitar that I have with these pickups. Now, when you go through, a little bit of overdrive or a crunch channel, they make a little noise. You get that 60-second hum out of them. Now, the difference between this one and the IYV that I had, the IYV, it had like a Fender-ish kind of Strat headstock to it. I don't know what the fingerboard was, but I didn't really care for the fingerboard, the neck, and the quilted maple. It just didn't pop like this one. It just didn't, have like these zebra stripes going through it. It wasn't really that dominant. Yeah, so I think that what I've been seeing is when I get a Harley Benton guitar from Tomans and it says made in Indonesia, which this one is, I feel that the quality is a lot better than the ones that I've gotten that say made in China. And maybe the ones that I had that say made in China were older, maybe it's old stock that's made a year or 2 years ago, or whatever. But I think that when they were making it out of the China warehouse or factory, they may have had issues because they just, I don't think that the quality control was up to snuff. And maybe that's why they went from China to Indonesia, which it's all coming from the same place, but Indonesia is where you have your, Squires and your what is it, Jacksons and Schecters and Ibanez and Epiphones. So they're all coming from the same factory, and I think the quality control and the quality is a lot better on anything that says Indonesia on it. So that's just my opinion. But so yeah, I'll fire it up. I downloaded a backing track of Neil Young just a few minutes ago, and I really don't know how it's going to sound or what's going to happen, but let's give it a shot. If you want to hear it. Course, just when I was starting to get into it. I'm not familiar with the track. That's the first time I've heard it. So, yeah, that's it. Do a little clean. Yeah, it's not a good channel. It's got a little drive to it. same time. That's just with the 5. This is with the phaser. Just brings the clarity up just a little bit. You know, that's why I like it. Alright, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and a better tomorrow.